Hey, it's early March in Atlanta, Georgia. We start seeing the peach trees bloom, the cherry trees. Soon we'll have the dogwoods. This is a beautiful place, a beautiful time of year. But today I want to talk about genius at work, the genius of MUFAREH. Recently I went down to meet with him in Orlando, Florida, of course, and what I came away with was some ideas about why OnPassive is going to be so much different, so much better than most of the other startups, most of the other companies that jump into the IT arena. It all revolves around imagination, innovation, diversification, consolidation, monetization, and perseverance. And so as I tick through these adjectives that describe what's going on in the mind of MUFAREH and how he's utilizing each of them, I want you to think about how this is going to impact your future. I'm not just talking about a company, I'm talking about your future. This is something that, if you pay attention to it, will change your life, change your family's life, and put you on a different road, a different path to success. So listen carefully. First, imagination. How did this whole company become imagined? Well, Ash went through a series of disappointments in his early career, and he figured out what doesn't work. And so in his imagination, his mindset, it shifted to figure out what does work, what could be the ideal company if you could just say it and it would become reality. And so that's kind of where we are with OnPassive. It's a saying in our company, if we need it, we'll build it. And there's no limitations on the human mind. When you have inspiration and imagination, you can create whatever is needed. And so that's kind of where we are. We're creating what we need to be successful. That's a paradigm shift from old thinking. Now, the next one, innovation, means that we're putting together what science has figured out for us to use and put it together for human resource needs. Artificial intelligence is the number one component of the innovation that's being added to these IT products. Internet technology has been advancing by leaps and bounds over the last 20 years that I've been involved in it. And it's true that we've added machine learning, and we've added so many items to what's possible from what was previously possible. One of the innovative processes to start the company was in the human resource management, where Ash decided to go with GoFounders as a mechanism to make awareness of the company at pre-launch. He was one of the few, if only, companies to ever have 500,000 to 1 million customers, resellers, founders before launch. That's innovation. The innovation that everything could be reimagined, reconfigured, and reworked to come up to the 2021 standards. All the old IT is now the new IT with the AI and the machine learning added into them. So that's innovation. Diversification. Well, obviously the diversification is to spread your risk out over 50 products, services, portfolios, and tools. Nobody in their right mind would bet all their money on one horse in a race, right? If you only had one product to go to market with and that product didn't take hold in the eye of the public, that would be a loser. That horse could be a great horse, but so much could happen to it down the stretch. Well, Ash has gotten past that with diversification. We got 50 products, all billion-dollar potentials, and in the market that they're in already, other companies have billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar successes, and we're going to go up against them with the AI machine learning capabilities built in. So there's a good chance that our innovation and our diversification will allow us to compete on a grand scale in many of the areas. And we have $1 trillion budget, $1 trillion potential market when we look at all 50 products across the board. And if that's true, if we have $1 trillion market, how much can we capture is the question. 10%, 5%, 30%? your imagination will run wild when you start looking at what is $1 trillion and how do you run it through one company. It can happen, and that's what we're looking for. That's because of diversification. We also have another side of diversification, and that's in being in 213 countries, being led by the Leadership Council from 20, 30 countries. This is not by accident. MUFAREH has diversified the leadership across many countries, many languages. We have 108 languages that this can be translated into as we work with our IT and our content that's going to be on our websites. This is marvelous. This is outstanding. Something that is not done by most companies is to diversify before you even start. A lot of companies will grow big in one country and then start expanding outwards. We're growing from, a total picture from the very beginning. Outstanding in the imagination of MUFAREH to put diversification up front. What about consolidation? Well, think about this. OPAL will consolidate everything for you on one dashboard. If you're a group, OPEER will consolidate everything for you for productivity and connectivity into one dashboard. And from there, the spokes of that wheel will go out to OConnect, OStaff, Academy. All the things that we use as the products and tools and portfolios will be used from that one dashboard, and it'll be like your conning tower, your computer research center, all tied into one dashboard, and you'll be able to navigate your life from that one place. It's mobile, it's portable, goes from country to country. You're not tied to a building, a city. You're a mobile human, and we call that sometimes laptop lifestyle. So, what about monetization? OnPassive's secret sauce is that it will serve the 97% who traditionally have not been the most successful. 3% are always successful. 97% in some degree tend to struggle being successful in business. And the monetization principles put into place by MUFAREH will ensure, because of AI, because of automation, done for you type of a business plan, this is going to make everybody successful that joins as a founder and later as a reseller and a customer. They're going to have opportunities in the financial arena that they never have had with any other company. And so it's worth it to be a founder, it's worth it to be a reseller, it's worth it to be a customer, because all you do is win. There are no losers in OnPassive. Why is all this happening? Because MUFAREH was persistent. He stuck to the knitting. In Robert Waterman's book, I read many years ago as a young dentist getting started in business, I read the book In Search of Excellence. And point 6 on the list of things that a business should do to be excellent was stick to the knitting. Stick to what you do best. IT is what Ash does best. People is what Ash does best. He understands people and how to motivate and lead and become a force to be reckoned with. And so he sticks to the knitting. He's persistent. His perseverance has paid off. He didn't give up when he faced the first challenge, the second challenge, the third challenge. He said, do or die, I'm going to get this done. And so here we are on the cusp of releasing the products this week. Another product, next week another product. The soft launch is right upon us. And this spring, without a doubt, there's going to be the greatest mega launch of IT products that's ever come across the face of the earth. It's going to be called OnPassive. So this is Dr. Bill Williams talking about genius at work, the work of MUFAREH. Take care. We'll see you on the next video.